Good morning and welcome to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Today, my brother from another mother and I are together for a joint news conference to announce a program that Northampton County and Lehigh County have gone together to support to help one of the industries that need the help probably the most in this last year, the hospitality industry. Lehigh County has gotten a grant of over $4 million, and so has Northampton County. We have picked Alan Jennings for the Community Action Committee and Chris Hudock from Rising Tide, and we've asked them if they could help us reach out to help all of the people involved in the hospitality industry. This grant is greatly needed. I speak from personal experience since my own son is in the restaurant business. They have been hurt, as many businesses have. But now we have a chance to reach out and help them. It won't do us any good if we reach out and they don't see our hand. The idea of this news conference today is to publicize the fact that we have a program available. It's there. We're hoping to give up to $10,000 grants to all of the people that will qualify in the hospitality area. With me today are a number of people, and I'm going to start by introducing the Northampton County Executive, Lamont McClure.
Thank you, my friend. Throughout the pandemic, both counties have endeavored to throw a lifeline to small businesses because we've understood that the fight to crush the pandemic needed to proceed on two tracks. The track of fighting the pandemic itself with testing and the fight to keep small businesses alive. We have attempted to help them survive and thrive throughout this process. Earlier in the year, Northampton County and Lehigh County had grant programs through CARES Act funding. In Northampton County, we helped about 800 small businesses with over $10 million on the street, a true lifeline. At the very beginning of the pandemic, and one of the reasons we're here today, Northampton County sprung into action with a $250,000 zero-interest loan program. And that loan program was administered by the Rising Tide Community Loan Fund. We knew how effective Rising Tide was in the community in helping small businesses get off the ground and develop and become prosperous. So when the pandemic broke, we ran right to the Rising Tide of the $250,000, which today now seems like a drop in the bucket. But that's how we began the fight. When we got our larger CARES funding later, we again wanted to partner with the Rising Tide Loan Fund because we knew how effective they were for small businesses. Unfortunately, the way that law was written, we weren't able to work with them in the way we hoped we would. But today, thanks to Alan Jennings and the great Chris Hudock, who will be administering this program and whom I will introduce to you in one moment, we are working with Rising Tide again. And I can't tell you how pleased we are. And I can't tell you how grateful I am to Alan for taking on the responsibility of helping our hospitality industry. We all know now, no industry was crushed worse than the hospitality industry during the COVID-19 pandemic. And these counties, CACLV, and the Rising Tide Community Loan Fund are here to try and help them. Chris?
Thank you. I'd like to start by thanking both of you, because it's very unique that two counties can work together like Lehigh and Northampton County are doing. And without them working together, we could not pull this program off, and we could not bring the help that is coming to this badly hurt industry. So I want to thank both counties for their support. I want small businesses to know that we are here to try to help. We're hoping with we have slightly over $7 million. We're hoping to help about 700 businesses through this program. It's badly needed funds. So do know that if you are in need of help, you can go to our website, which is therisingtide.org. The application is there. and we have staff ready to help you through this process. I'm going to be very brief. I'd like to introduce the man who drives this whole program, Mr. Jennings.
Hi, I'm in transition out of the organization. I was not planning on speaking, but I just want to make a couple of quick points. First of all, I want to thank my friends Lamont and Phil. They are great county executives. I thank Urbano. I don't know what county we're in. I think we're in Northampton.
You are.
Well, the point of being here was because we're close enough to the county line for me to be able to say, I don't know which county we're in. I have spent 40 years fighting like hell for people who get left out, people who are left behind. And it's just the strangest thing to put a period of, if you will, on my career by speaking up on behalf of business. Usually when you're an anti-poverty activist, you're complaining about business. You don't like the way they exploit people, or they treat people, or they pollute the ground, all the horrible things that the business community does. But nobody's been hurt worse by this pandemic than the restaurant industry. So I'm here because I want to bleed, my heart to bleed in front of, of you all on behalf of the restaurant industry. The fact that we're able to say, not just is something wrong, but here's what we do about it is a great thing to be able to do. Secondly, I want to make the point, and everybody hates bureaucracy, and a lot of people disdain government because they think it's all bureaucratic. But for us to be able to turn on this dime as quickly as we have, and be able to have the systems in place, the people in place, the resources in place to be able to do what we're doing today as quickly as we've been able to put it together is something I'm very proud of, and I think is another example of how wrong people are to suggest that bureaucracy is somehow the problem. These two counties move quickly, we're able to move quickly, we're able to do what we do because of the support of community people around us, and I'm proud of that. So those are the points I wanted to make. Thanks so much for being part of it. I'm not sure who I'm handing it off to, it looks like that as well.
Well, thank you everybody for coming today, but I think Alan brought up a great point, that government can work and is working here in the Lehigh Valley. We cooperated with Northampton County, they have cooperated with us, and we've made it possible for programs like this to benefit, as he said. We're hoping 700 to 800 businesses will be helped by this program. And it's because government is working here in our area and working well together that these things happen. So thank you for coming today. We really appreciate it.